This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. Huge league games from all around the Bay Area. We'll have Mitty battling Sarah. Berkeley takes on Bishop O'Dowd, and Palo Alto battles Wilcox.
Softball has Carondelet meeting league rival Foothill. Volleyball with Sarah and Bellarmine. And we'll spend a day in the life of one of the Bay Area's best known three sports stars. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We begin tonight with a huge matchup in the East Bay League. The first place De La Salle Spartans come into this game with a perfect 7-0 league record. UCLA commit Kyle Harrison having a stellar season, a .29 ERA.
Yeah, he's really good. The Spartans meeting Foothill. The Falcons just one game out of first place. Foothill with the coach's son, Tommy Scavone, hitting .393 this season. The Falcons and Spartans meeting at De La Salle Wednesday afternoon.
The De La Salle Spartans looking for win number 8 in the East Bay League Wednesday afternoon. DLS gets down to business in the first. Nick Fusari hits one up the middle for a single. He scores on an error later on. It's 1-0 Spartans. Kyle Harrison was dominant in the early going for the Spartans, getting the batter to chase for the punch-out. Kyle would finish with 8 Ks on the day, bottom 2, and the Spartans add on to their lead. Charles McAdoo grounds one to third. The ball gets away. Harrison scores 2-0 De La Salle after 2 to the fourth. DLS with runners on second and third for McAdoo, who leaps up to execute the squeeze to score Vince Bianchina. And as the Falcons get the out at first, Keone Colomo takes 2 bases and scores. De La Salle up by 4 after 4. Top 5, Falcons answer back. Justin Derflinger lines one down the right field line to score 2 and to cut the lead in half. Foothill loads the bases later in the inning. Matt Sugden gets a hold of this one, and he sends it to deep right center. It's gone. A grand slam for Sugden. Runners at the corners. Bianchina smokes one the opposite way for a single. Jared Amiggs comes in to score, and now we are tied up at 6. Then with 2 on, Coloma keeps the line moving with a base hit to right. Zeke Berry races in to score, and the Spartans take the 7-6 lead after 5. Bottom 7, tying run at third, winning run at second for Foothill. De La Salle closer Chris Santiago shuts the door, inducing the fly ball. Joe Severis makes the catch, and De La Salle hangs on to win it 7-6 to go 8-0 in the East Bay League.
The Oak Grove Eagles taking the field, hosting league rival Silver Creek. The Eagles flashing some leather early at shortstop Jacob No with a terrific catch in the first. 2 on for Silver Creek in the third. Edward Leglu sends a shot to left. It's a base hit. Scoring is Justin Castro. Here comes Marcus Aranda. 2-1 Silver Creek. But the Eagles retake the lead in the bottom of the third. Jacob No muscles up, sending it high and deep into the wind and right, and it's gone. Part of a 3-run third inning for the Eagles. Still in the third, Carlos Gutron sends it sharply to the left side past the drawn-in infield. Scoring is Evan Meyer for 2 Eagles after 3. Silver Creek coming back in the fourth, 2 on for Jacob Orozco. It's a line single to left. Scoring David Gonzalez, racing around from third, and scoring is Lott, and we're tied at 4-all. But the Eagles take off from there. Bases loaded for Gutron, who sends a Gutron bomb to right, and it's gone. A grand slam for Gutron, and Oak Grove takes a 9-4 lead. Let's go. More for the Eagles in the 6th as Gutron sends it to the left side when the throw gets away. No and Jake Cooch score as the Eagles continue to roll. Some more for the Eagles here as Junior Lucero comes up and shoots it down the left field line. Gutron scores one more time for the Eagles as they go on to win it to remain undefeated in league. A huge game for Gutron, who had 5 RBIs with the grand slam.
The Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles and Dougherty Valley Wildcats shake hands at midfield before their matchup. Early in the first, Hudson Price turns the corner and lasers it into the top corner. Wildcats up 2-0. Here comes Torrin Neal from behind the net and flips it in. Eagles down by 1 late in the first. Only a minute later, Connor Barnes applying the pressure, and he rifles it into the top corner of the net. Barnes ties it up at 2. Seconds later, the Wildcats ready to retaliate. Evan Siu in the open absolutely sends this one. Wildcats take back the lead by 1 in the first. Fast forwarding to the third quarter, Barnes pushing again, and it bounces in. The Eagles up 6-5 now late in the fourth quarter. Garrick Wong passes it to Joseph Jackson, who fires it in. The Wildcats trail 8-7. Dougherty trying to tie this one up, but an awesome save from the Eagles goalie Macy Seconder. And then it's Gunnar Oakley ready to ice this game. He spins off a defender and gets it in. Clayton Valley tops Dougherty Valley in a tight one. The ugly Eagles improved to 10-3 in league.
We head to the court for an intense East Bay League matchup between the undefeated Monte Vista Mustangs and the Foothill Falcons. First set, the Mustangs jump on top. It's Andrew Nickerson to Austin Buchanan to Connor Dam for the kill. But the Falcons come back. Ophir Saman Tov to Asphal Pir Mohammed to Daniel Kwan, who tools it off the block. Foothill takes set 1, 25-21. Second set, the Mustangs playing very well. Teague McDonald bumps to Austin Buchanan, who sets it back to McDonald, and there's not much you can do about that. MV ties the match at 1-all. The Mustangs killing it in the third. McDonald to Buchanan to Connor, who buries this one. MV takes the third, 25-23. Foothill performing under pressure. Here's Kwan with the filthy serve off the top of the net for the point. Fourth set, it's tied at 12-all. Foothill's Pir Mohammed with the incredible pancake to keep it in play. Kwan sets, Vishik Kota hits, it's blocked, and Pir Mohammed bumps it back over for the point. What a sequence there. And let's take a moment to appreciate Sid Majigad's effort wiping up the floor for the Falcons. Attaboy, Sid. Foothill with a steady lead late in the fourth. Mason Ward to Pir Mohammed to Kevin Newman with the backcourt kill. Falcons fourth, a fifth set. It's match point for the Falcons, and watch Pir Mohammed with the incredible solo block. He is so excited he can't bear to see it. Foothill comes back to take the 5-set match to pull within one game of the first place Monte Vista Mustangs.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rikers Center.
Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Sports Report, Ron and Jamal. There just ain't no style comparison to De La Salle's merit man, Kyle Harrison. That's a right. Pitcher and top recruit in the nation. Committed to play at UCLA. They claim to win the game against Amador Valley. He pitched an entire 6 innings, allowing no hits. Striking out 11 for a team no-hitter and grabbing the East Bay League title for dinner. Our CCS winner is Casey Zoback, giving outfielders that 80s throwback. This gal be hitting from Valley Christian. Already she got her Cal commitment for the first time in a 4-year career on varsity. The Warriors beat the home team at Mitty. Batting so pretty, 3 for 4 at the plate with the 3-run homer. No wonder she's top ranked. These are your Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
Slow onset lower leg pain is common in athletes, especially with running. Most commonly, this is shin splints or medial tibial stress syndrome. This is pain over your shin with running that is overuse stress to the soft tissues that attach to your tibia. It is often associated with a rapid increase in level of training and is treated with rest and physical therapy to optimize flexibility, strength, and mechanics. Orthotic and foot arch evaluation are also helpful. If symptoms persist, you should see your physician to rule out other causes of chronic leg pain, most commonly stress fractures of the tibia.
Coming up, our CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game, it's the West Catholic League Showdown with Mitty and Sarah in a wild one.
And softball with El Cerrito and St. Patrick St. Vincent when 49ers Cal High Sports Report returns.
Each day brings new possibilities. That's why you need a partner dedicated to helping your company reach its goals. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
If you have had hard times or you're experiencing trials and tribulations in life, we understand and we want to help. If you have had previous car problems or unresolved credit issues, whether you are parting ways or just starting over, we have a program to get you back on track, back on the road to the promised land. You owe it to yourself. If you have the will, we have the way. So call us today. Start something new.
Defender twice my size. Bring it. Down by 2? I got this. I love this game as much as the pros. I may not play for the Warriors, but I have the same doctors. Teaming up to keep the pros and me at the top of our game.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
We are back at Levi Stadium with a big game this week in the West Catholic League with Mitty and Sarah, but really every game in the West Catholic League is a big one.
Yeah, all those teams are really good. Mitty at 7-3 taking on Sarah with a 6-4 record. Every game huge in this league, so this is our CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game. Aubrey was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
The West Catholic League race is absolutely nuts with 4 teams within 2 games of first place, and I'm here in San Mateo with a must-win game between Mitty and Sarah. 3 of the 9 spots in the Mitty lineup are taken up by 3 York brothers: Joe, the senior cleanup hitter, Nick, the junior DH, and Zach, the freshman, playing a mean second base. Together, they have a family batting average of .382, while the entire Mitty lineup will be facing the Padre righty Timmy Giorso, sporting a sub-2 ERA in 18 innings pitched. Sarah, the winners of 6 straight and looking to inch closer with a win against Mitty in our Block Construction Blockbuster game. The wind is going to play a big factor in this game. The Padres' Dominic Meza with a runner on in the bottom of the first. That ball is crushed. Jeremy Villar scores. It's 1-0 Padres. But in the top of the second, Big York on second, Little York on first for Jake Barbeau. A grounder to short, and the throw is off. The Monarchs tie it up on the Padre error and looking to add more in the inning. Jonah Advincula with 2 on takes the inside pitch for a ride. Is it gone? Yes, it is. Advincula with his first homer of the season, and it gives Mitty the 5-1 lead. Top of the third, Jeremy Sangalang comes up with the bases loaded. Gapper, 3 runs come in, and Mitty takes a commanding 8-1 lead. But this game is far from over. Padres with runners on the corners. Dominic Meza hits it deep to left, but it's got to get over that tall net, and it does. A 3-run homer for Meza to get Sarah back in at 8-4. Same inning, runner at first, Tucker Tallman takes on the deepest part of the yard, hitting it to the left of the 356 marker as Thomas Gould scores from first. Padres with a 4 spot in the third. And looking to do the same in the fourth, Villar grounds one through the right side to load up the bases for Meza. Already with 4 RBIs today, Meza hits it high in the sky. No way that goes. Oh my gosh, a grand slam, and the Padres erase a 7-run deficit. They lead at 9-8. And here comes more Padre offense in the fourth. 2 on for Tallman. It's tattooed, and it hits off the top half of the net. An 8-run 4th inning for the Padres. And here's catcher Omar Baranza. That double in the bottom of the 5th puts 2 more on the board, and the Sarah offense erupts in the 17-8 win over Mitty. Check out this stat line from Meza: 8 RBIs. And how about that grand slam?
I thought about it for a second, and I'm like, oh, am I really gonna do this right now? And off the swing of the bat, I was like, in my head, like, no way, like, and then it got out, and I went crazy. Like, I could hear everybody screaming. It was crazy. We don't give up. We keep battling. We love to swing the bats, and we kept the hot streak going.
North Bay Sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin. The Bruins from St. Patrick St. Vincent hosting El Cerrito on Monday afternoon. The Bruins strike quickly. First inning, and Kalina Erie on second. Deja Pangilinan hits a rocket out over the fence to give SPSV an early 2-0 lead. But in the third, El Cerrito gets on the board. 2 on for Sarah McIntosh, who knocks in Sophia Raycow. 2 batters later, Hannah Morris hits a shot off the glove, and Alyssa Chin darts in to tie the game at 2-all. We go to the 7th. Chin now at second, Rachel Wilson at third, and McIntosh knocks it out to left. It's a 2-run single, and El Cerrito takes the lead. McIntosh advances to second for Meadow Marchesalt, who hits the dagger, the 2-run shot over the left field fence to give the Gauchos a 4-run lead. El Cerrito tacks on 2 more for a 6-run 7th inning and close out the bottom of the inning for the final 8-2 Gauchos. March Assault with a home run and 2 RBIs for the Gauchos.
Each week, South County Chrysler and U.S. Bank bring us the Coach of the Week award. This week's Coach of the Week is Arroyo's A.J. Bromstead. The Dons had back-to-back wins over undefeated teams last week to keep their title hopes alive.
Coach Bromstead and the Dons will receive tickets to an upcoming A's game as part of being this week's South County Chrysler U.S. Bank Coach of the Week. Coming up, to the West Alameda County League we go for Berkeley and Bishop O'Dowd.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Softball Power Rankings.
High school sports builds character, builds communities, builds legacies, and Block Construction plays a big part in this, building state-of-the-art athletic facilities all around the Bay Area. With an unwavering commitment to teamwork, innovation, and quality workmanship, Block Construction places great value on dedication, performance, and successful outcomes. Block projects inspire excellence and are a place where memories and legacies are built. Block Construction, we care, we prepare, we perform.
Throws to first in time. What a play.
There it goes. See ya.
Pricey in the corner over Gardner's head. That baby's gone. Judge hits one very high to left. Piscotti sliding catch.
Drill way back. Walk on Chris Davis.
One Hit Away Foundation is the only nonprofit in the country dedicated to brain healing and brain health resulting from sports-related concussions. We help athletes get better quicker and learn the benefits of brain health. Don't ignore a possible brain injury that can get worse over time if left untreated. Call One Hit Away today and find out what we can do for you, or go to our website at onehitaway.org.
Empower yourself and your team by adopting the following 4 pillars of brain healing and brain health. Education about concussions and subconcussions, prepare with proper nutrition and hydration, have a doctor-approved concussion treatment plan, and a brain healing plan in place.
We're the Dallas South Spartans, and you're watching the 49ers High Sports Report.
We are back at Levi Stadium and off to the West Alameda County League, where the top 2 teams played twice this week. Bishop O'Dowd with an 8-1 league record to start the week. Berkeley coming in at 4-1.
The 2 teams playing the first of 2 games at O'Dowd on Wednesday.
The Bishop O'Dowd Dragons taking the home field as they battle league rival Berkeley. Berkeley runner at second takes off, and he is gunned down by O'Dowd catcher Liam Rizzo. P.J. Carney the tag. O'Dowd runner at first, and he takes off, and he is gunned down by Berkeley catcher Neo Radcliffe James. Emil Jelinek the tag. Here's Jelinek at the plate in the third, and he sends a blast to deep left field off the base of the fence. A sliding double for Jelinek. Later same inning, 2 down for Aiden Weinstein, who spins a high chopper on the infield that takes a crazy bounce and rolls into left field. Jelinek heading for home, and he is safe at the plate. 1-0 Jackets after 3. The Dragons looking to rally in the fourth, a runner on, but the bunt is popped up, and a terrific diving catch by the Jackets' Zach Tallerman. But later in the fourth, D.H. Paul Herman with a solid single to left. The Dragons load the bases and score here as Jalen Anthony takes one for the team, forcing in the tying run. The next batter is Anthony Clarici, and Anthony gets hit in the foot to score the go-ahead run as BOD leads it 2-1 after 4. Meantime, on the mound, Wyatt Thompson was great for the Dragons, going the distance with 8 strikeouts as Bishop O'Dowd goes on to win it 2-1 the final. Wyatt with a terrific day on the mound and at the plate.
Sacred Heart Prep looking to stay undefeated in league as the Bears of Menlo Atherton come to town. Gators off to a quick start. First possession, Ellie Noto shoots one in. She's followed by Jenna Gibbons, who weaves through traffic for the goal. Gators scored 3 goals in the first 2 minutes, but MA gets on the board here. Hannah Shaw hits Teresa McGannon for the Bears' first goal of the game, but SHP gets that one back. Gibbons again maneuvering around to get a good look and scores. MA keeping it close early. Shaw with another assist, this time to Sally Norman to bring the Gators lead back to 2. SHP would lead all game. Noto puts another away. SHP leads at 7-4 at the half. In the second, the Sacred Heart Prep Gator would break away. Watch the movement in this one. Sasha Bellick to Ingrid Corrigan to Allison Carter. And finally, Noto fires it in. It's 8-4 Gators. Later in the half, Haley Zimmets hits Corrigan, who extends the Gator lead with this shot. And one more goal from Noto here, charging in to score for her 5th goal of the game. 5 goals for both Noto and Gibbons as Sacred Heart Prep goes on to beat Menlo Atherton 14-5.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Aubrey, tonight we bring you a story of one of the Bay Area's very best 3 sports stars. Not a lot of people are playing 3 sports these days. It's really tough, and what Momo Wilmer does every day is amazing. It's 5 in the morning at the Brentwood home of St. Francis 3 sports star Momo Wilmer. Inside, Momo is already well into his day. He finishes a morning workout before getting ready for school. Around the house you can see the signs of a young life filled with competitive sports. Trophies and bats and helmets honoring the senior who will play football next year at the University of Nevada.
I'll get up 4, workout, have to be dressed by 5:20 and then get out of the house by 5:30 usually, except for Monday and Friday where there's not really that much traffic, so I get out of here at 5:45. Get there at like 7:50.
Momo's dad is getting ready to head off to his job in San Francisco. His sister also attends St. Francis. She is a freshman getting used to the routine Momo has experienced all 4 years.
I'm used to it. It was hard freshman year just because like the school I went to, middle school, I could honestly wake up at 6:40 and then just walk to school. So now going from having to get up at 4 and this is expected to be out and running, it's a difficult task, but I'm very much appreciative for it, how much it's done for me.
The sun will not rise for another hour as Momo and his mom and sister head off for St. Francis. The drive will take 2 hours and 10 minutes. Momo and his sister will do some last-minute homework and sleep through much of the drive. The trio travels from Brentwood on highways already backing up with daily commuters heading to Silicon Valley. The sun is just rising as the family arrives at St. Francis. Because the traffic was relatively light, Momo and his sister continue to sleep in the car. Just before 8, the two wake up, get out of the car, and start their day at school.
Good morning, Mr. Volta.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, how are you? Happy Friday.
How's things?
It's going good.
Good to see you.
Momo boasts a 3.3 GPA, remarkable for someone who spends 5 hours on the road every day while playing 3 varsity sports.
What up? It's not even like that.
Momo does some last-minute reading in the research lab before heading off to his first class of the day.
This is my English class. This right here is my ASL teacher.
Momo has enjoyed the atmosphere here at St. Francis, giving credit to his classmates and teachers for helping him succeed on the field and in the classroom.
Right now we at St. Francis. What's up, this on that health grind. Hey, you know, healthy snack, you know?
So right now, little lunch. I have no more classes, so I'm pretty much done for the day.
But as an athlete, when the school day is done, the sports day begins. The Lancers have a big West Catholic League game at Valley Christian this Friday afternoon. Momo joins the team on the bus for the drive to South San Jose for the big game. The game ends in a loss, the long day ending with a down note as Momo leaves the field knowing there is another 2.5-hour drive in his future. So now with 4 years of this routine, is it all worth it?
Without a doubt. St. Francis has a good, it's very family community, so I get help from classmates if need be.
It's a great school. Place will grow. Education is great. That was the main factor, and he'd be able to play, you know, the sports he wanted to play without it being a distraction.
Or my teachers are super supportive and nice. They'll help me out if I have any questions or anything. But it's very tough getting stuff done. But my parents they create a space and environment for me to get stuff done.
Momo and his dad leave the field with another 2-hour drive home. Just another day in the life of Momo Wilmer.
Thanks everybody for spending the day with me.
So Momo will head off to the University of Nevada next season to play just football. Not sure what he's going to do with all that extra time on his hands, but I know that he'll do very well.
I know it'll be a much shorter commute from his dorm to his classes.
What's he going to do?
I know, so
all
much time on his hands.
Yeah, he could sleep till like 7 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah,
not with football, though.
Exactly.
So Momo is our Be Human Inspirational Athlete this week. To nominate your favorite inspirational athlete, download the Be Human app in the App Store and use the tag Inspirational Athlete to share what makes your nominee so inspirational. Be Human is humanizing social media. Be Human, inspire, and be inspired. Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week with two great volleyball teams, Bellarmine and Sarah.
And San Mateo taking on Menlo Atherton on the diamond. You're watching the top high school sports show in the nation, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Cordovas felt squeezed by their monthly loan payments, so Tri-Counties Bank home loan specialist Anna Poulin team looked to loosen things up. With suggestions from Anna, they were able to improve their credit scores to qualify for a refinancing solution that paid off their mortgage, car loan, and credit cards with a new lower rate reduced term home loan, cutting years off the original mortgage and lowering monthly payments by several $100s. Tight squeeze solved. For personalized problem solving, switch to Tri-Counties Bank. Service with solutions.
Luxury real estate is far more than a transaction. It's about living the life you deserve. Morgan Mano Shepler with McGuire Real Estate knows a commitment at this level requires a rock-solid relationship with experts who truly understand each local community. Go to Morgan's website to learn more about available homes for sale, read Morgan's client testimonials, and request a complimentary home valuation. With Morgan's proven track record for success, her clients enjoy a complete concierge service experience from start to finish. Because anything is possible when you have the right agent.
At San Jose State University,
we discover who we want to be. For ourselves,
for our families,
for our communities.
Different and unexpected.
Begin here.
At the heart of a transforming valley, in a city that is tough and beautiful.
We are Spartans.
What powers us changes our world.
Serino Group is committed to giving you the very best service when buying or selling a home, but we're also committed to giving back to the communities we serve. We are encouraged to see the good and uphold it. Serino Group has pledged to give 1% of our gross commissions to charitable and community groups making a positive difference. Serino Group has donated more than $2 million to these groups since the inception of the 1% for Good program in 2012. Go to our website to see the list of recipients. Serino Group, our community is your community.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer.
And I'm Keith Andry.
And we are both brokers with Serino Group. Many of you will remember legendary football coach Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband, who was a champion of high school sports. And together, Keith and I support high school sports in our Bay Area.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare.
We're back at the NBC Sports Studio with the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. This game features two of the Bay Area's very best volleyball teams. That's Bellarmine and Sarah.
Yeah, and the Bells are a perfect 10-0 in league. Sarah just one game back with an early season loss to Bellarmine, marring an otherwise perfect league record. The two teams meeting with the league lead on the line in this week's South County Chrysler Game of the Week. Aubrey was there.
The Sarah Padres looking for a dub against undefeated Bellarmine. 14-12 Bells. The 6'6 hitter Justin Ebner throws down the block to take the 3-point lead. 3 points later, the Padres' Brian Ronan with the dig, and Yuraj Kashav sets it up for Cade Reese, fresh off a great season with the basketball team. And the Padres tie the setup at 16, Bells with control. Shubhankar Gwar to Chris Broken, and Bellarmine takes back the advantage. Tied at 23 here, Zach Schlossman, the dig. Ryan Shaw sets it to Chris Varseveld. Bellarmine takes the set, 25-23, second set here. Padres down 17-16. Kevin Ramos to Kashav to the high-flying Luke Bessie, and we are tied at 17. This was a hard-fought set. The score 24-23. Kashav bumps it to Ronan, and he tools it off the block, and it lands on the Bells side. We're playing to 26. Shaw with the set to Boken. Kaboom! And the Bellarmine Bells go up by 2 sets and would go on to take this match. Here's match point. Schlossman, the dig off the serve. Gwar, the back set to Ebner, and the Bellarmine Bells three-peat. 3-time WCAL champions taking the deciding match in 3 sets.
And here they are, the back-to-back-to-back DOUGHERTY champs, the Bellarmine Bells. We're talking to Justin Ebner first. Justin is our MVP. Sarah is one of your toughest opponents every season. What is it like taking the court against them?
Well, you know, the first time I took the court against them, it was my junior year. I was playing right side, and it was just a really great experience. It was a great environment. The seniors then, they led us. They showed us how to keep the energy up. And now that we're seniors, we're trying to emulate that and keep growing and keep trying to be great role models to the younger guys on the team.
And you guys accomplished that. I mean, 6 straight years beating Sarah, right?
Yeah.
6 straight. All right, up next is Chris Varseveld. Chris, now, you haven't lost a league game since 2017. How has this program been able to stay so consistently good?
Well, just like Justin Ebner said, the seniors are always leading the team, so that's what we're trying to do as well.
Leading, right? Leading by example. What kind of leader are you?
I would say, I don't know, like a strong leader.
What do you think? Strong leader, guys? Strong. All right, last but not least, Ronan McRunnels. What does this team hope to accomplish when this season is over?
Yeah, so at the end of the day, right, we have CCS, we have NorCal coming up. This is an incredibly strong team. We're super, super deep. There's no person on this team that can't play at the same level. And so, you know, come out of this season just extremely happy to have played with a team of boys as amazing as this.
Awesome, thank you, very good. All right, these are the DOUGHERTY champions. Guys, take us out.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
The Menlo Atherton Bears taking on the San Mateo Bearcats on a Tuesday afternoon. Bottom of the first, Kyle Hart-Manis sends a liner into center field, scoring John Quinlan, MA up 1-0. 1-all top of the second, Angelo Soto knocks it to left center. Ethan Fadgerland scores 2-1 San Mateo. Home half of the second, now runner at second, and Quinlan rips it back up the middle. JT Hunsaker is in. Jake Wang scores. The Bears take a 3-2 lead. One batter later, it's Hart-Manis again. He fires it to left. Cade Gale scores, and check out the hustle by Jonah Elisofin as he races home 5-2 MA. San Mateo rallies in the sixth. Nathan Tam grounds it through the hole in the right side. Antonio Rojas scores, and then it's Fadgerland at the plate with the bases loaded. The shot just over the second baseman. Dane Anderson crosses home for the Bearcats. It's 9-5. It doesn't stop there. Tommy Ozawa hits it to shortstop. Anthony Waller fires to Jake Wang for the out, but Tam scores, and the deficit is just 3 runs. Top 7 now. Elliot Zion gets the K to seal the win for the Bears as they take this one 9-6. An outstanding day for Quinlan, going 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
The voting in the volunteer contest is now done, and here are the top 10 finalists. These students will now present essays to the Lexus of Stevens Creek Scholarship Board. The top 5 will split $10,000 in scholarship money.
Very nice. Coming up, we go to the Tri-County League Stone Division for Salesian and De Anza.
And then it's softball action with Fremont and Cupertino. This is 49ers Cal High Sports Report, and we will be right back.
Back at Levi Stadium in the NBC Sports Studio with the 2 teams at the top of the Tri-County League Stone Division. The Salesian Pride with a 6-1 record, De Anza 4-0 in league coming into this game.
Salesian and De Anza battling for first place on Wednesday afternoon.
The De Anza Dons taking on the Salesian Pride on a Wednesday afternoon. Bottom of the first, 2 on for Robbie Zuniga, who rips it into left field, falling into the deep grass there. Scoring is Dion Martinez. Here comes Keith Whitaker. Dons lead it 2-0. Home half of the third now, and it's Zuniga again. This time the lefty sending it to right center. Jordan Holmes scores with a head-first slide, and it's 3-0 De Anza Dons. Top of the fourth now, Salesians Jacob Mejia takes it down the left field line. It's a double for Mejia. Scoring is Green. Now 3-1 De Anza. It's 4-1 Dons now, top six, and here comes Salesian. Ronald Robertson sends a rocket back up the middle, plating Max Mendoza. 4-2 Dons. Top seven now, runner on for Green, who lays down a terrific bunt. Satchel is safe at first. The wild throw allows Jaden Robinson to score for the Pride. Now, after a bases-loaded walk for Salesian made it 4-all, Nicholas Fay doing his job with the sac fly. Green scores, and Salesian takes the lead 5-4. After another bases-loaded walk, Gustavo Hidalgo with a slide into first. He is safe, and so is Dominic Driscoll, who comes sliding in to beat the tag, scoring with Mejia as the Pride come back to win at 8-4. Salesian now in a three-way tie for first in the Stone Division.
Fremont and Cupertino go head-to-head as the Firebirds try to stay undefeated in league, but Tino with a hot start, 2 on for Jocelyn Pino in the first, and that ball got out in a hurry. The Pioneers take the 3-0 lead into the bottom of the inning, but the Fremont offense comes out ready to go with a runner on second. Hanya Azim slaps one up the middle to score, and who? That puts 2 on for Angel Torres. Kiss this one goodbye. She hits it to the baseball field, and just like that, Fremont on top 4-3. Later in the inning, there's a runner on second for Kylie Johnson. Kylie with a liner to score Lindsey Schultz. Fremont puts up a 9 spot in the bottom of the first. Top of 2. Here are more ducks in the pond for Pino. And Jocelyn cannot miss. She goes dead center for the grand slam. The score 9-7, and Coop looking to do more damage, but Kiana Lum gets dirty, catching the soft line drive, and Fremont gets out of the inning. Top 4, Jacqueline Solomon comes up with 2 on and takes this one for a ride, missing a homer by just a few feet, and it ties up the game at 9. But this game belongs to the Firebirds. Runner on third for Katie Lee, who bloops one up the middle, scoring Torres, and Fremont would go on to win it 14-10 to stay on top of the El Camino division at 6-0.
Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to 49erscalhighsports.com to order.
And be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and on Instagram. Give us a thumbs up on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you can find and share all of the highlights and features you see on the show every week.
Coming up, the game for the top spot in the East Bay League softball is Foothill and Carondelet in our NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game.
And back to baseball for Piedmont and Ensenada. We will be right back.
Come on. Come on, Squirt.
Whatever your financial goals are, a U.S. Bank Wealth Management Advisor can help make them a reality. Talk to one today. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
It's Truck Month. California's #1 volume dealer, South County of Gilroy, announces Jam to get a Ram. Hundreds of award-winning trucks are on sale. New Ram 1500 Eco Diesel with $18,000 off MSRP. New 2019 Ram starting at $23,988. Four-door trucks? Wow! New Ram 2500 Heavy Duty Diesel, $13,000 off. 2018 Pro City, just $16,888. Save over $9,000. It's time to jam to get a Ram in Gilroy.
The Reicha Center is well known as an elite athletic training facility, but you might not be aware of all the ways the center touches the lives of our community. In addition to athletic fitness, nature awareness, and creative arts, the Reicha Center offers a diverse community service program, allowing students to gain leadership and life skills, learning the responsibilities of a real work environment, from working with young children to helping veterans with archery. The community service program will teach students the demands of a professional environment while fulfilling their high school's community service requirements. Back at Levi Stadium with the top two teams in the East Bay League for softball, Foothill and Carondelet both a perfect 5-0 in league.
But Foothill is a perfect 14-0 on the season. The East Bay League first place game is our NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game, and our Kiara Biagini was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
I'm here at Foothill High School as two undefeated teams in the East Bay League go at it. The Falcons coming off a huge win against Sheldon to take the Livermore Stampede. The MVP, Foothill's dominant right-handed pitcher, Nicole May. In 75 innings pitched, May has racked up 128 Ks with an ERA of .46. Not to mention the junior is batting .571. Carondelet features sophomore Jesse Junio batting .538 with 8 of the Cougars' 17 home runs this season. Only one team can stay on top of the East Bay League. Let's find out who in our blockbuster game.
This one a defensive battle in the early innings. The first 3 outs made by Foothill's shortstop, Hope Alley. Nice diving play there for the out at first. Home half of the first, Haley Hayes hits a liner to the right center gap. Hayes with a 1-out stand-up double, but Carondelet gets out of the inning as shortstop Caroline Gisletta catches the hot shot and picks off the runner at third. We head into the third inning scoreless. Nicole May is dealing on the mound for the Falcons. The Oklahoma University commit strikes out the side to remain perfect through 3. The Cougars' left-handed pitcher also dominating. Junior Gabriella Williams gets the batter to swing and miss to end the third. And then Williams comes up in the fourth inning with 2 outs and crushes this ball to the left field fence for an easy double. Jesse Junio keeps it going with a hard hit through the right side. Great piece of hitting, but the Cougars would leave 2 on. Bottom 4, Allie McElroy comes to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on third and produces for her team with a base hit to center, scoring Amanda Merrow for the 1-0 Foothill lead. The Falcons grab another in the bottom of the 5th. May hits a hard chopper off the defender's glove. Hope Alley races home for the 2-0 lead. Top of 7, it's do or die for Carondelet. Junio hits a line drive through the left side to put Williams in scoring position with no outs, but May holds it down and ends the game with one of her 11 strikeouts on the day. The Falcons defeat the Cougars to grab sole possession of first place in the EBAL. May breaks down the win after the game.
I mean, we knew that it was going to be a harder game, especially since we just came out of the Stampede, so we knew that we had to come out and compete, and it wasn't going to be easy. Our energy was definitely not there, but we battled through it, and we pulled through with the win, so, yeah.
In Pleasanton with our blockbuster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Encinal Jets feeling right at home against the Piedmont Highlanders. The Jets already up 2-0 when Cooper Vasquez adds on with a fly ball to center deep enough to score Alex Oles, and it's 3-0 Encinal. A few batters later, Shamil Youngblood grounds one through the infield for a hit. The ball's going to roll for a while as John Atasis and Mason Layag score 5-0 Jets after 1. Now 5-1 Jets in the 4th, and Piedmont gets another run back as the throw to third gets away. That allows Brian Kane to score all the way from second, and it's 5-2 Encinal Jets. Encinal gets a run on a balk in the bottom half, then Mason Layag smacks one to right center for a base hit. Atasis and Cooper Vasquez score 8-2 Encinal. A couple of batters later, Nick Pippin executes the safety squeeze to perfection. The Highlanders get the out at first, but Layag scores. Youngblood up next, and he draws the walk, but the ball squirts away. That allows Ari Chertok to slide in safely at the plate. 10-2 Jets in the lead. Encinal gets another run here as the throw to second gets away. Youngblood races in to score as Encinal cruises to a 12-3 victory over Piedmont to go to 5-1 in league. Atasis and Youngblood leading the way for the Jets.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor Elon Butler from the Midi softball team. Elon committed to Cal Berkeley sporting a 3.8 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates 13 students who had flawless AP exams taken last spring. Ashrin Roman got perfect scores on both the macro and microeconomics AP tests, one of only 4 students worldwide with perfect scores on more than one AP exam. Enya Liu and Richa Pakapakasan aced macro and microeconomics tests, and 10 Harker students had perfect scores on the computer science test. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Each week, Adobe brings us a tip on how to use great Adobe products to improve your highlight reel or team video.
Here's this week's Adobe tip. Another effect you can see in music videos is an Academy leader and film grain showing up in a scene. You can download these clips online, making sure they are royalty-free. Place it on your timeline above the scene where you want it to blend. Then go to blending mode and choose the one you like best. I like screen for this. Super easy way to add some old-time feel to your clip. Coming up, the De Anza Division Showdown with Wilcox and Palo Alto.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for baseball.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Drive a little, save a lot. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, Ed Graziani, a founding member of the Serino Group. I'm proud to support high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine in Palo Alto, and I'm proud to support high school athletes on the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The De Anza Division has Los Altos leading the way with Palo Alto and Los Gatos just 2 games back. The Pali Vikings looking to keep pace with the Eagles this week.
The Vikings meeting a Wilcox team looking to stay in the league title hunt this week.
This little 49er fan among the crowd as Wilcox hosts Palo Alto early on. Nick Malvini at the plate for Wilcox, and he sends a drive to deep right center field all the way to the fence. Devin Batto to third. It's a double for Malvini, but the Chargers did not score. Malvini on the mound, and look at the backhand stab and casual throw to first. He does that all the time, evidently. Runner at third now for Wilcox in the third. It's strike 3, but the ball gets away, and when the throw goes to first, Batto races home, and he is going to be safe at the plate to tie the game at 1-all. Still in the third as Malvini rolls it through the left side. Luke Hogue scores. Here comes Asahi Sato, 3-1 Chargers. All this part of a 5-run third inning as Nathan Santos sends a rocket to right center. That one goes to the fence. Jacob Domingo scores. Here comes Malvini. 5-1 Chargers after 3. Palo Alto working back in it, and this one is trouble. A slow roller as Tyler Fogue races to first, and when the throw gets away, Kyle Mostofizade scores. Part of a 3-run 6. It's 5-4. Bottom 6 now, and Wilcox gets some insurance. Alex Tolbert with a solid single to left. Batto scores. Wilcox leads at 8-4. Pali rallying in the 7th, runner at third for Xander Darby. It squeezes past the drawn-in infield. The runner from third, Aiden Berger, scores, but the Chargers go Robert Padilla to Nate Oliveira to Asahi Sato, a game-ending double play as the Chargers win at 8-5. Malvini with that incredible play gets the win for the Chargers on the mound. The St. Francis softball team is battling through a tough West Catholic League season.
The team visiting the Rika Center this week to chat about their season with our Allie Williams.
Hey, we're at the Rika Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. I'm Allie Williams here with the St. Francis Lancers softball team. Now, Natalie, you're coming off a big CCS win last season. How did you prepare to come into a new season to defend your title?
So last season was actually the first time St. Francis won CCS in softball ever, so that was really big for us. And we've been doing conditioning and preseason workouts since early January, and I think we just have really competitive practices and just push each other to work harder. So
excellent. The work never stops.
Yeah.
And it is all of your senior years, everyone I'm talking to today. Bucci, as a senior, you spent so much time here at St. Francis on the softball field. What has it been like, and what does it mean to you?
So at St. Francis, I play multiple sports, but being on the softball team, it's something really special to me. And here I've learned how to be a teammate, how to be a leader, but most importantly, I get 17 best friends.
That's great. And as you move on, you get to keep all of your best friends moving forward. And going over to Hannah, another senior, you have one more season, one more year to go. Finish it up strong. What are some predictions and expectations for you guys?
Well, for my senior year, it'd be great to win, but with these girls, I know that we work hard and everything we do for each other, and we push each other, and just every win is just so much fun with them, and I think we're gonna do it again.
I mean, set the bar right there. You might as well keep it going strong, right? Finish it out.
Yeah.
Well, we can't wait to see what you guys do. We have highlights coming up, but first, I'm going to let the Lancers take it out. St. Francis?
Lancers on 3, 1, 2, 3. Lancers!
Bucci Delfino pumping up her Lancers before they take on Valley Christian in a Dub-Cal matchup. First inning, Cal commit. Casey Zoback hits one deep to left field. That's a fair ball and a 2-out triple for Zoback, but she would get left on base. Bottom one. Lancers load the bases for Sophia Roth, and the junior rips one down the third baseline, scoring 2 runs. The Lancers go for a third, but VC gets the runner out at home. Roth with a 2 RBI double for a 2-0 SF lead. Top 3, Aubrey Thomas makes this a 1-run game with a solo bomb to left center, her second home run of the season. Bottom 5, it's 2-1 Lancers until senior Hannah DeMoore hits it high, hits it deep, and it is out of here. DeMoore with her 4th homer of the season to pull the Lancers up 3-1. And it's all St. Francis from here. Freshman Sydney Stewart hits a rocket to left. Haley Prom and Jessica Oakland score. The Lancers head into the 7th with a 5-run lead. Sophomore pitcher Lauren Baker shuts it down. Baker with the complete game, racking up 14 Ks. The Lancers win big and remain the top dog in the Dub-Cal.
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Foothill Falcons. Match point in set 5, Asval Pir Muhammad with the block and the funniest celebration we have seen this year. Be as happy as Asval and the Foothill Falcons. Go to DGDG.com and you will be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Riker Center.
Hey, I'm Juan Pablo. Today's training tip is kettlebell box step up. Tyler's going to demonstrate the exercise for us. We're going to start with the kettlebell racked in one shoulder with the other hand on top of the kettlebell as well. 1 foot on top of the box. We're just going to drive up, pushing through the box. Opposite leg comes through, toes up. Work on your balance in that top position. As Tyler steps back, I want to make sure he keeps weight on this leg. Good job.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a very cool pair of headphones, and an invitation to our 49ers Prep end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi's Stadium, Monday, May 20th.
First off, we'll show you some very good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We had 4 Grand Slams in tonight's show. Matt Sugden from Foothill, Jocelyn Pino from Fremont, Dominic Meza from Sarah, and Carlos Gutron from Oak Grove, all with Grand Slams. Up next, Charles McAdoo with the squeeze on his tippy toes, and 2 runs come in to score. That was an awesome play. Asphalt Pir Muhammad with the pancake block. That was pretty cool, but the play of the week goes to Nick Malvini from Wilcox with the behind the back snag. Watch it again in slow-mo. That is our play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week to meet the swimmer from Santa Teresa in his battle with severe food allergies. We'll see you then.